Hi, this is Mary. Welcome to the Paper Turtle. I have a fun haul video for you today. Well, they're all fun for me. I went to a couple of thrift stores, a couple of estate sales, and a book sale. So I've got a lot to show you, and at the end I have an interesting item. I think it was interesting. I like it, and I have a question for you. So afterwards, after you watch everything, listen to my questions. Sorry about jiggling the camera. This is like take number 85, trying to get this intro done. I'm just not very good at this. But anyway, watch the end and let me know what you think, because I'm really curious to see what you think about my idea at the end of the video. So enjoy the haul, and I will see you later. So we'll get right to it then. Of course, you know, I had to pick up some cards. My husband told me I'm not allowed to buy any more cards. I don't know why. I can't imagine why he would say that. But look at these. Aren't they adorable? I mean, you have to. You can't pass things like this up when you see them. It's, I mean, really. Won't those make wonderful little journaling cards? And I actually have used some of my cards recently for my, I'm going to raise you up just a tiny bit. I think you're close. For my beach journal, I used some cards. Let me show them to you. This is what I made. These cards have seagulls on the back. I had two different kinds, orange ones and blue ones. And I made little cards. Little, I don't know what you call them, decorative cards that go in my journals. I thought that they came out pretty good. I think I need to add something to them though. I'm not sure. Okay, so then these cards. And these are also fun ones for altering. There's birds on that one. And a bird on that one. Aren't those pretty? So how can you not buy the cards when you see them, right? $1. One of the estate sales that we went to, the people there that had lived there were Ukrainian. And so some of the things that I got are Ukrainian, so they're kind of cool. One of the things that I bought, I took a chance on this. This is a box of cards for $2 for the whole box. Now, when I bought it, I didn't really look through it. I was just hoping there was something in here, maybe something vintage or something kind of cool. Well, these in itself, to me, are worth the $2 because look at how pretty those cards are. And it came with purple envelopes. So to me, that paid for the $2. But also inside here, and I won't go through the whole entire box because that would be boring for you, are some of these, which are beach scenes, which I can use in my, probably not that one, but I can use those other two in my beach journal, which I'm going to set them aside, actually. And then it's just various different cards in here. But what's in here are some cards that are Ukrainian. Now, this one is a homemade computer printed card, which is fine. But you can see it's from a Ukrainian, I don't know, Ukrainian painting or something. I'm not sure. But there's some postcards from Ukraine, which are very cool. And some other, like, greeting cards. I don't know much about Ukrainian culture, but I might do some research on these and just to, you know, educate myself a little bit. But I thought they were interesting and unique. So that's what's in here. I mean, some of them they're not all Ukrainian and they're not all vintage or anything, but there's some nice little cards in here that I can use. Look at that one. That one's cute. So that was my little $2 grab bag box of cards, which, yeah, it's not bad for $2. And I got also at the Ukrainian place, I got this. It's 20,000 words, and it's by Greg Publishing. And I don't know what the date is. Let me see. 1942 is the most current date. 1934, 1942. And it's literally a list of words. And the how they're broken up by syllable and by accent. So I just thought that it was interesting. They make good background pages, I think. And the book itself, I don't know if you can see it. It's a little bit damaged right here on the top. It's kind of like wrinkled, like. So I don't know if I'm going to use the cover. I might, just because it's old and, you know, it's got some wear on it, which gives it, yeah, some character, but I'm not sure about that spot right there. What do you think? Would you use that cover? It'd make a really cute little journal. I love the size of it. I don't know. We'll see. But I just thought that it was kind of interesting that it's just a list of words. And then from that same estate sale, I'm trying to lump these together because some of these are kind of interesting stuff. This might be all that I got there. I'm not sure. But I also got this Letter Perfect. It's from a Dictaphone Corporation. And it is just a guide for secretaries, which I thought was just the coolest thing. When I was in high school, I took what they called then business classes, which were basically the secretarial classes. I did not go on to be a secretary. Well, I kind of did for a little while, but that wasn't my career goal. But I'm kind of a word nerd, and I'm a stickler for punctuation and grammar and all of that. And so I love these books. I just think that writing and proper grammar and punctuation is a lost art. They don't even stress it in school anymore. And look at these pictures. And I don't know what I'm showing you, but aren't those cool? So I just thought that that was a fun little book. And let me see, the date on this one is 1937. Older than I thought it was. And then at the Ukrainian house, I got this. It's all in, what do they speak? Ukrainian? I guess, Ukrainian. Well, that sounded ignorant. I'm sorry. But it's a children's book, and it has some very cool graphics in it, and I love the Ukrainian font, the writing, their alphabet. I don't know. It's, oh, here, look, here's, I'm going to guess that this itself, see if you can see it, is, I can't see what you're seeing. Okay, right here is the Ukrainian alphabet, I'm guessing. That's what it looks like. So I just picked this up because it's something that you certainly don't see every day. And I liked it. I'm going to raise you up again. Sorry for messing with the camera so much. I'm really trying to get just the perfect angle for you. And it's hard because I'm below my camera, so I can't see what you're seeing. Okay, so that was those. And what else did I get from the Ukrainian place? I think that might be all I got there. I'm looking. Yeah, that's all I got there at that one. Then I went to an estate sale that was, it was their last day. I think it might have been the last day of 3 days. And I got this entire basket for $2. It was half off but he didn't even look to see what I had in here. He just looked at the basket and said $2. So that's very cool. This, I don't know if you can see this. This is a sheet of fabric to applique on a shirt or something. And so it has all of these roses. Look at that. Aren't those pretty? I'm not sure how I'll use this, but I think that it's going to be... And then look at also what it has is the drawings of suggestions for where you can put these appliques. And I've thrown this in the washing machine, so it's a little bit... it looks worn, it looks washed. It was very crisp when I got it, but it smelled real smoky. So I threw it in the washing machine, and it smells better. So it's got kind of almost a vintage look to it now that I've washed it. I like it. Then in the same basket for $2, I got, yep, more cards. These are, I think these are azaleas. They look like azaleas to me. And roses. I think that this woman who lived here liked roses because there was a lot of rose stuff in this house. The cards aren't what's on the cover of the box. Oh, I can tear those off and use those too. So, and then, yep, guess what these are? More cards. But look at these. These are kind of cool. These are cars. Old-fashioned cars. I guess they're the same car, just different colors. But those are different. So see, when I'm buying cards, I'm buying different ones. They're just very cool. And they obviously did not come in this tin either, but that's all right. I also have a tin. Then, oh yeah, here's some more. There were just a lot of cards. So these are the cards that came in the first box. The little cross-stitch thing there. And then some more roses. And some palm trees. Now, because I got this entire box for $2, you cannot pass that up. And then this, I don't even know what this is. This is a card game called Vantage. I'm going to open it. Because I did not buy it to preserve it. Sorry, any historians out there. I might try to play it before I use it. Well, interesting, different kinds of cards. I'm going to read the instructions for the game and see if it's something I might want to play. And if not, then in my junk journals they go. Oh, I see there's examples of the things. And obviously it's not vintage, 1985. And they're brand new, so they're not going to feel vintage anyway. But that's okay. From the makers of Uno. I'm going to check it out. This, oh my goodness, I love this. Look at these graphics. Is this not so cool? And inside the book, look. Won't this be fun? Look at. And it tells you how to sew for large tummy, for flat tummy, for large derriere and large tummy. There's my pattern right there. How funny is that? I love these graphics. It's just, this is like the coolest little book. So that was a good find. And then this is fun. This is a handwriting book. Do you remember these? I had one of these when I was, I don't know, 4th grade maybe we were learning to handwrite. And this is dated 1959, 1963. So it very well could have been, I was a little bit younger than that, but it very well could have been one that I used. And this is has not been used, I don't believe, at all. Nope. So in one way, I kind of hate to tear it apart because, you know, kids don't learn handwriting anymore. But in another way, I really want to dig into it and stick it in one of my journals. So we'll see. I can't keep everything, you know. And then all of this lace. I don't think there's not a whole lot here, but, you know, I got quite a bit for $2. So there's that one. And then a beige one and a black. That's just like hem tape. Some more white. And that's the same black. So that's pretty good. And then this whole basket. I was just, there was stuff everywhere. I mean, this place had been ripped apart and torn apart. And she had this craft area. But it was the last day. So there was hardly anything left. And it was just torn apart. So I just kind of went through and started grabbing things. I grabbed this little basket, which I should have got a better basket, but it's okay. And I was just throwing things in the basket, not even knowing what they were going to end up charging me for it. And I kind of wish I had thrown some more in here, but that's okay. I got quite a bit. So there's these appliques. And, you know, it's a fairly good little string of them. So that's kind of cool. And this is some lace. Well, obviously, you can see that it's lace. Let's see if I can hold it up there. I don't know if I'm in camera. I hope I am. And some more. I'm going to have to wind all this on a card or something. Put it away. And see, I was just grabbing stuff. There wasn't like a whole lot left, but there were these little pieces of things. So I just put them in there. That's the same thing. This is just some more white lace. And this piece, I don't know which way it goes. Excuse my throat. I don't know why I'm froggy. And one lone piece of fabric. It's mushrooms. I just thought it was cute, so I threw that in there. This is a button. There were no other buttons. Don't know where all the buttons went, but there's a little piece of netting, green netting. I actually picked this up off the floor. And then all of these seam bindings. And, you know, I have tons and tons of this stuff, so I really try to only get ones that are different colors that I might not have, and the beige colors, because I use those a lot. But there's a little rickrack. There's some, this one's pretty old. Some really pretty teal colored rickrack, just different colors. And, oh, this was puffy butterflies. I don't know what I'll use those for. They're kind of neon pink, but, you know, you never know when you need neon pink butterflies. So, I thought that that was like a super good deal for $2. So, I got like, I don't know, probably like 90% off on all of this stuff. So, I was very, very, very happy with that. Okay, now I have a bunch of books. Sorry, I had to step away for a second. Wait, before I show you the books, I have more cards. These are 5 crowns. I guess that's a game. I don't know, never heard of it, but they look like almost like regular playing cards, but they have some kind of cool, I don't know, are they kings? I'm not sure what they're supposed to be. But I thought those were different. I don't know if they're all there to actually play a game. Probably not. So they're just going in my junk journal stash. That's fine. That's what I bought them for. Then, okay, I have, let me show you these things first, and then I'll get into the different books and stuff. Some cow ribbon. Isn't that cute? they had several, like, I don't know, maybe like 6 rolls of this stuff. I should have bought one more. They were only 50 cents each. But I really will never use all of this cow ribbon. So that'll get racked to somebody probably. And a little thing of the little brass pins, which I needed. And these 2 placemats. I don't know if these were handmade. I'm going to guess maybe they were. But they are all woven strips of material. And I think what I'm going to end up doing is taking it apart and using the pieces of material. I'm not sure. How would you use this if you had these? I could use it as a cover, but it's a big cover. And if I cut it, you know, I would have to seam it, put an edge on it so that it doesn't all unravel. So I'm not sure if I really want to do that. So I might just take them apart. I don't know. But there's some interesting looking fabrics in here. There's this pretty rose one. There's some gingham. There's one, it almost looks like cows. I don't know what that is. No, that's a pig. Yeah, those are pigs, I guess. Look at that. So, I'm not really sure what to do with these. But they were 50 cents each, so I bought them. There's 2 of them. And I'll figure something out to do with them, because they're cute. And, okay, books. They're the usual kinds of books. Another bird book. I love these because the pictures are just absolutely gorgeous. And depending on the book and how old the book is, the pages might be yellowed and aged. This one's newer, so it's not so yellowed and aged, but the pictures are really bright. And I love this size because they go perfect on tags and journaling cards. And then reptiles and amphibians. Not sure how I will use snakes and lizards and stuff in a journal, but again, you never know. So I picked it up. And another bird book. This one's aged a little bit. The pages are still glossy, but there's some black and white pictures in here that are kind of neat. I kind of like this right there. So that one will be fun to play with. I got this book. Do you remember? I don't know how much of this is in here that I can use, but I picked it up just because when I opened it up to this page with Leif Garrett and John Cassidy and Menudo and the Monkees and the Bay City Rollers and all the 70s cool guys. So I felt it was calling to me, so I felt like I needed to pick it up. And it's just got, I don't know, weird stuff in it. There's a paper doll. And look at that funky tie. So, you know him? So, I don't know. I just picked it up because I thought it was funny. Interesting stuff in there. Oh, look, there's my Girl Scout badges. That's cool. Did you make those? I made those. See, so you can get lost looking in one of these books. So, I just picked it up because it was nostalgic. Picked up this. I have gone to this thrift store I don't know how many times, and this book is there every single time. And so finally I said, okay, I'll buy you. It kept calling me every time I went in there. I think it's sad because a girl gave it to her dad and wrote in it and he never used it. But that's okay. I'll use it. I'm not going to use the words and all of that stuff, but look at this area right here. You take that out and you tear your edges and you put that on a journaling card or something. And isn't that pretty? Won't that be a pretty background for a journaling card? And there's a lot of sections like that of the pages that I will cut out and use. And look at that. That's cool. So, and oh, look, he should write in it a little bit, once or twice. But there's some good images, and I like the backgrounds, and that's what I'll use it for. Because, you know, if I cut it right here, you got a good, nice, pretty background right there. So that's what I'm gonna do with that. Then how about this? It's just got really, really pretty pages in it. Kind of speaks for itself. I don't know who the illustrator is. Let me see. Marjolaine Baston. I've had other things by her, I believe. Pretty sure I have. So I must really like her stuff because I've had it before. And just so that you can see the name. Is it up there in this thing? Marjolaine Baston. Then my library, a couple times a year they have this huge book sale. So they had one last week. Went to the book sale and look what I found. I saw these on somebody else's video, I believe, and I thought that they were really cool. And so when I saw these at the book sale, I grabbed them up. There's 3 of them, 3 different ones. And I want to read it before I cut into it, but it's evidently a book about a correspondence between 2 people. But it's an art book. So it has these drawings like this and like this. And these are so cool. And it also has, look at that one. That one's cool. Am I holding these up right? So you can see the whole thing? I don't know. This one doesn't have them, but the other ones, yeah, here's some. I have envelopes. Look at this. And inside the envelopes, there's a little something or other. That one's not a good example because that's not a real pretty one, but some of them are very cool. That one's not super pretty either. Yeah, the other books are, but they're in there, and there's just artwork and there's cool stuff. So this is another one, and this has more of the envelopes in it, and they're just very cool. So I'm going to read through this first before I start destroying it. And then I will use these very cool envelopes. Now the backs of them are, they're plain. They're just white backs. But you're going to glue them down like this anyway. So it doesn't really matter. So there's 3 of those. And those will be fun to just kind of play with. And see what I can do with those very cool envelopes and stuff. And the paintings, drawings, whatever they are. Then, I am running out of space. I got 3 more little golden books. Baby Farm Animals, The Velveteen Rabbit, and another Dr. Dan. And this Dr. Dan is pretty cool because the Band-Aids are still in here. I don't think this book was ever even opened. And it's not old. The most recent date is 1977. Which, you know, I mean, that's still pretty old, considering this book was never even opened. These, I have a couple of pretty good sized piles of little golden books now that are in this kind of condition, really good condition, and I will probably be putting some of those in my Etsy shop because I will never ever use all of these little golden books that I've been collecting. But for those of you that can't find the little golden books, check my Etsy shop because I'll be putting some up there, and hopefully there'll be some that you might be interested in using. Then we have another journal. I like buying journals. This one came from the Dollar General store. It's not vintage, obviously. But I've told you why I like buying the journals, because I like the pages in there to use as on my journaling cards in the backs of tags. And this one, oh, that's kind of cool. Oh, this one's got cool pages. Look at these pages. They have like stamps or something on the bottom of them. And they're kind of a brownish tan color. I like those. Those are different than the ones I've had. I'm glad I picked that up. I did not pay $2 for it. I forget what was on there, but it wasn't $2. So that's pretty. And this cover will make a good journal cover too. Make a really nice journal cover. So that was a good buy. And what else did I get? I got this. This was $2, but I bought it for the paper, I think. It says it's filled with 80-pound cover stock. And it also says somewhere on here, yeah, the pages are removable. So I just got it for the paper. So I'll, dig into it and see how the paper feels. Maybe I'll do that right now. I'm thinking 80-pound is probably a pretty good weight to make tags and stuff. Don't know what that was. That's kind of creepy. Like bug stuff or something. I don't know. Ick. Put some bugs in there. Yeah, that's a nice weight cardstock. So there's 80 pages in there. That's not bad for $2. I'll take it. Get rid of the bug guts or whatever they were. Okay, then, oh, these, where did these come from? One of the estate sales, I think. I don't know what's in here. There's some stickers, some garden cards. Those are cute. Little note paper, kind of cute. And green envelopes. Yeah, that's not bad. I probably paid 50 cents or for, I don't know, maybe $1. Probably 50 cents, I don't know. I don't usually pay much for stuff like this because I don't need it, and it's a dime a dozen. So this one I think I looked at and was kind of disappointed with whatever is in here. The Dreamcatcher Players Club. Awesome Casino. Huh. Sensational Senior Venita. I guess that's her name. It probably shouldn't be in there. So these are Dreamcatcher notes. These are little pieces of paper with sunflowers on them. A couple of envelopes. Rose Stationery. And some fruit. And some plain nice cream color paper. So, yeah, that's alright. This I can use to paint with. So those are okay for 50 cents. Then, I have one thing that I'm saving for last to show you because it's very cool, and you just have to wait. You just stick with me because you're going to like this last one that I show you. But before I get to that one, I bought some paper. This was $1, and it's just copy paper, which, you know, we can always use regular plain old copy paper. And then these two, these are the nice, this is cotton, a really nice weight of paper. That one's white. This is resume paper, which is also very nice. And I think it's white also. Yeah, it's white. But they're nice. Wait, there's different stuff in here. 5 folders, 2 pockets, silver embossed white. What are those? Ooh, what have I got in here? I don't even know. Let's see. Let's see this. Oh, they're resume folders. What can I do with that? They're nice paper. They're kind of textured and it's very heavyweight. Yeah, I can do something with those. And sorry about all the fumbling. I thought this was just paper in here. Oh, look at the size of these envelopes. Look at that. Look at that journal page. Woohoo! I like those. That's a good little find. They say resume enclosed, please do not bend, but that's okay. That is not a big deal. Those are cool. All right. Nice find. I like those. All right. Then I got this next thing is kind of a good buy. I don't usually spend this much at a thrift store because I'm just looking for really good bargains, but this was a good bargain. I paid $6 for this box, and in the box is, let's see if I can get it open. In the box, well, there's these pictures, but underneath all that, it's all this paint. These have not been opened, and hopefully they're still good. They still shake. Feel like they're liquidy. So all this paint, this little holder thing for the paint. Let's see that. The paint slips into these little pockets, and you can hang it on the wall or wherever. It's got a handle on it. I'm not going to pull it all out, but I think you get the gist of it. And some paint brushes. So all of that for $6. And all these pictures, these are like on a cardboard. Those would make really cute journal covers or something, right? So I just thought that that was a really good buy. Now I have to get out my jelly plate and start using those paints and stuff because I haven't used my jelly plate yet that I got for Christmas. Maybe I'll do that on video. I don't know. Okay, and then the last thing that I'm going to show you, and this is just so cool. And I can only show you some of it. I had to mark the pages that I can show you. This book, this is a book of Alberto Vargas paintings. Now, I had to look him up because I didn't know who he was. Shame on me. He was a very famous pinup artist. And these are some of his paintings from the 20s to the 50s. This book is awesome. I cannot flip through it because there are risque photos in here. There are some nudes, and I don't think I'm allowed to show those on YouTube. So I've marked some pages that I can show you. And these are just like some examples of some of the things that are in this book. I think that they are, I just was in awe of this whole book. This is Anne Sheridan. Look at that. Isn't that gorgeous? I don't know what I would do with these full page pictures. If you have any suggestions on what to do with these full page pictures, these are like 11.5 by 8 3/4. So that's a pretty good size page. And I just don't know what I would do with it. Look at those. Isn't that beautiful? He was famous for painting Marilyn Monroe too. And it has, each era is divided up in the book. This is the 40s. Look at that. And he did just absolutely gorgeous work. Now, because of the other pictures that are in this book that I can't show you, and some other books that I have bought, I was thinking, and tell me what you think about this, I was thinking about doing an erotica journal. I have an erotica art book that I bought. I just picked it up on a whim. Again, beautiful art in it, a lot of nudes, and in that book there's also a lot of sex. So I definitely can't show you that book, but I was thinking about doing some type of erotica journal. Is that weird? I don't know what I would do with it, but I just think it would be kind of fun to do. I don't know. Tell me what you think about that. Tell me if you're really weird. Oh, there go my subscribers. I'm down 5 subscribers already. No, stop that. Come on. But look at these pictures. Aren't those gorgeous and fun? I don't know. I don't know what to do with them. But I would like to do something. This was the 50s. This is, I had to make sure this one was okay to show up this. Look at these. These are from the 1950s. Aren't those gorgeous? You know, sexy doesn't have to be trashy. And these are cute. These girls look so wholesome, don't they? Oops. Oh, wait. Sorry, I forgot. I had to show you just the marked pages. Okay, that's cute. And that's so cute. So, tell me, what would you do, first of all, with some of these big pictures that are the size of this book? And second of all, tell me what you think about an erotica themed journal. I have no idea what I would do with it. It just might be something kind of different and fun to make. I know some of you will be like, no, but I don't know. Tell me, yes or no, whatever. So that's it. That's all I got for you today. And thank you for subscribing. For some reason, I've gotten a few more subscribers lately, and I really appreciate that. You seem to like my haul videos, so that's what I'm going to keep doing as long as I keep hauling. Yeah, hit that subscribe button, hit the like button if you like it, and we'll see you next time. All right, bye.